perhaps you've noticed the animation is running. So we'll start with the opening outside scenic before we come inside. Oh my God! Knock on wood. Go buy a Guinness. Go buy a lottery ticket or something.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Madeira. There you can see the Olympic swimming complex in Funchal on the hillside of the capital of the island of Madeira. We are here for day 6 of the Para Swimming European Open Championships 2024. Day 6 of this 7 meets, so one more day to go after this, but an exciting final session we are expecting tonight. My name's Paul Noble. I'll be taking you through these finals, and as always, alongside me, Liz Johnson. Evening, Liz.
Good evening, Paul.
Yeah, some great finals for us to look out for tonight, Liz. We had a great night last night, some world records going, and maybe some more tonight we were looking out for. The French are out in force, as we see, but we're looking forward to the local swimmers as well. So 2 Portuguese swimmers have qualified in first place for their finals tonight.
Yeah, and that means there's an extra special buzz in the pool around here in Madeira. Starting to fill up now as the warm-up has closed, as we prepare for that first event. It's not too long either before we have to wait for the Portuguese athletes to go. More dancing.
There's the other Lizzie. Not you, Liz. The other Lizzie, the mascot here. And you know what they've been saying on social media? Everything's better when Lizzie is around.
I say the same.
So pool looking great as it has done all week, and here is what we are looking forward to tonight. 400 freestyle in the S13 class, swimmers with visual impairments, also with the S11 class, also the visually impaired class. Swimmers with no vision, they go in the 100 backstroke. That's where Meneses, the Portuguese home favourite, is going to go. And the very last event on that screen there is the men's 200 individual medley. Another Portuguese swimmer, Diogo Cancela, is qualified in first place. Some 200 freestyles towards the middle of the session for the S5 and S3 classifications. Women's and men's 100 backstroke, they are going to be really interesting. Your old event, Liz, is towards the end, the 100 breaststroke SB6. And we finish off with the S10 events last thing on the programme. I know you always look forward to the SB6 breaststroke, don't you?
I do, but we've been saying all week there's a lot of swimmers here that were swimming when I was swimming, and honestly the thought of being able to do that SB6 100 metres breaststroke right now is just a dream for me. So extra kudos to all the athletes that are still going very strongly with the longevity of their careers. But yes, looking forward to that one. It's always nice to check in and see how the ladies are getting on.
And the officials making their way out, as they do every night. And they come back every single session with some volunteers that have been around the world for many competitions in the past. Very experienced set of officials. Super Sad, the technical delegate in charge. And we are looking forward to another great session. Start off with the 400s, Liz, in the S13 class, and we have visual impairments, S11 to S13, those with visual impairments, with S11 being the classification where the swimmers have no vision. They'll be wearing blacked out goggles, and that always produces some dramas, doesn't it? We've had some great races. Roger Dorsman, 5 goals from 5 events so far here at these championships, and It was a double for the Dutch last night as Lisette Brunsma won the 100 freestyle for the women S11 as well. So Dutch had a good night last night.
They did. They finished off with that incredible world record as well in the 34-point mixed medley relay. Storsman has been on brilliant form, but he will probably come up against one of his biggest challenges here tonight, and we don't have to wait very long at all for that race. Just the third race on the programme. Well, actually, it's the fourth race on the programme.
400 meters freestyle S13.
Yes, after the 400s we go to the S11. But here is the women's 400 freestyle for the S13 class swimmers with partial vision. But the S12s swimming up against the S13s in this one, a combined event with just one set of medals, and there's silver medalist from the 100 freestyle, Emma Filou-Martin. Alicia Berra is one of those S12 swimmers. She's got a few medals to her name this week. She's in the outside lane. Joanna Dohler, the young swimmer from Germany, another final from her. She's had a good week. Alexandra Ziboltseva, bronze medalist in the 100 freestyle. Maybe a threat in this 400. Roisin Nirian, the Irish team performing very well here at this event. Roisin with 2 gold medals to her name so far. European bronze medalist from the last European Championships in 2021 is Ariadna Edo Beltran. She goes in lane number 3. And the centre lanes are occupied by Carlota Gili, the world champion from 2023, and Anna Stitsenko, European record holder and European gold medalist from the last time. There's Edo Beltran. She goes in lane number 3, and there's Stitsenko right next to her in lane number 4. Stitsenko and Carlota Gili, they've had some good tussles over the last couple of years, and this one could go absolutely anywhere. Gili, winner of the world title last year, but Stitsenko has been in ahead of Gili in the Paralympic Games and in the European Championships in 2021.
She has, and right at the top of the picture, Emma Filou-Martin, the Spaniard who has been in good form, got off the block very well. She's up with the 2 favourites in this very early stages, but there is 8 lengths of the pool for this one before the champion will be decided. And Gili's over first, 31.55. It's Nirian who gets her feet to the wall second, 31.64. Filou-Martin, 31.84. So they were the top 3, but again, Stitsenko right there with them.
We're out to nearly the 100
and Roisin Nirian is swimming with confidence this week. 2 gold medals to her name in the backstroke. Was almost her signature event, the backstroke, and also maybe a surprise gold medal in the breaststroke as well. She was very close to Carlota Gili in the fly, the Italian taking gold and the Irish swimmer taking the silver. So she's looking pretty good this week, and she's going well in the early stages, but Gili looking very good here, and he's got a pretty substantial lead over Stitsenko in the lane next to her. It was Gili 106.16 at the 100 metre mark, Nirian 107.22, and Ziboltseva actually in third in 107.95.
Yes, Stitsenko though not too far behind, and she's working her way through the pack every length. She's got a very strong finish, so she won't be too phased at the moment. Now she's up into that 3rd position, with Gili turning 140.89 at the 150 mark, ahead of 143.01 for Nirian, and then Stitsenko 143.34. So now Stitsenko is shoulder to shoulder with Nirian, and Gili looking good in lane 5 for Italy as she comes to the halfway point.
On the 50, the 100 freestyle,
and she goes over there in the lead in 2:16.20. Stitsenko 2:19.07 is just behind now, so 2.87 seconds is the margin. Nirian half a second back on 2:19.57. So Stetsenko is going to make a move on Gili. She's going to have to do it fairly soon. You don't want Gili to extend that advantage at all. Just keep an eye on that, 2.87 seconds as they went through the halfway point. We'll see what it is when they go through the 250. Gili goes over in 251.04. 254 for Stetsenko, so another second has been advanced for Carlotta Gili, extending that lead, Liz.
Yeah, so often on the 400 metre freestyle, it's that third 100 where swimmers try to make their move. And Stetsenko did try to make a move, but Gili was also making the move. So that Stetsenko now comfortably ahead of Nirian. Probably 2 body lengths up on the Irish swimmer, going in lane 6, who's in a comfortable third position at the moment. But Gili over there, 3:25.52. The gap now 5.2 seconds back to Stetsenko, with Nirian a further 2 seconds behind the Ukrainian.
Yeah, Carlotta Gili looking very good. Already 3 gold medals to her name this week. She won the 50 freestyle. And she won the 100 freestyle and the 100 butterfly as well. So she's looking to do the freestyle treble here to add the 400 to those other 2 freestyle titles. Gili away and clear, 3:59.17. Stetsenko 4:05.85 and Nirian 4:08.96. These 3 are away from the others in this field. I think the medals are pretty much settled on that trio as Carlotta Gili comes into the final stages of this 400. It has been a dominant performance from the Italian. Italy at the top of the medal table, and they're going to add another one in the form of Carlotta Gili. She does the freestyle treble. It's gold in the 400 for Carlotta Gili. The first time she has won this European title in this event. And she finishes 4:32.98. Delighted with that as she waves to the crowd. 4:47.2 for Stetsenko with the silver. And another medal to the Irish team, Roisin Nirian. 4:44.62 with bronze.
Yeah, Nirian will be happy with that. The Irish team having a great week, but Gili will be delighted to be the champion. With that time, she puts herself at the top of the world rankings for this year, dislodging USA's Olivia Chambers. Strong performance from Gili from start to finish. She led the whole way, and that third 100 really was where she moved away and put it to bed, really, and to ensure that there was no way back for Anna Stetsenko.
European champion Stetsenko, silver.
Yeah, she's been in great form this week, Carlotta Gili. Some fantastic swims, just being pipped by Roisin Nirian for the European gold in the backstroke. But she's done the freestyle treble. Carlotta Gili takes the gold in the 400 freestyle S13 ahead of Anna Stetsenko and Roisin Nirian. It's a dominant performance there, Liz, from Carlotta Gili.
Yeah, you could see the confidence, couldn't you, in the swim? She's been swimming really well. It allows you to attack that first half of the race then.
And then coming out for this S13 400 freestyle final. They come again from outside in, so lane 8 will lead them out. Quentin Vieira in the outside lane, first of 3 French swimmers in this final. Nathan Hendricks, the only non-European in the final, the South African. We saw the South African flags in the crowd a little bit earlier. Yaroslav Denisenko. Well, Denisenko, Ukrainian, the winner of the 100 freestyle earlier this week in the S12 class. Ivan Salguero Otesa, 5th place in the World Championships last year. Kilian Portal, the bronze medalist in the World Champs last year. 2 Portal brothers on the podium at those last year's World Championships. And there is his brother, who was world champion in Manchester World Championships in 2023. Kirill Garashenko was the world champion in 2022. But Ihar Boki, what a record that he has got in these championships. He's won the last 4 editions of this 400 freestyle in the S13 classification. We're counting up that he has had 28 European gold medals in his long career. Can he add another one tonight? Iarboki goes in the centre lane. Again, it's a combined event. We have 3 S12s here swimming up against the S13s, all for the one set of medals. World record in the S13 class held by Iarboki, set, well, 11 years ago now at the World Championships in Canada, 355.56.
Yeah, Denisenko right at the top in lane 7, got off the block very well, but it's Kilian Portal who's going well in those bright, or it's Alex Portal who's going well in those bright green shorts. He turned first there, 27.38 ahead of Iarboki's 27.61 and Denisenko's 27.91. They were the top 3 after 50 metres, still a long way to go in this one. Portal at the moment, Alex Portal, body length ahead of Boki, going well down. In lane 1 is Nathan Hendricks early on for South Africa.
This is a stacked race here tonight.
Portal going over 57.05, Boki 58.25 and Denisenko 59.01. It's a great underwater. It just shows the power of Boki underwater, because on top of the water, well, he just looks so relaxed. That recovery is incredible for Iarboki. Just looks like he's absolutely effortless. Iarboki with the black cap. Alex Portal with a higher turnover, but Boki just looks like he's out for a leisurely swim. But that underwater shot shows the power that he is generating. Portal still ahead, 127.59 with Boki, 128.53. And this Portal taking it to Iarboki this time.
Yeah, you can just see the distance per stroke that Iarboki gets is so much more than anyone else in the pool. You said a really relaxed recovery above the water, but he moves through the water so well. He's now just come up just behind Portal at that turn, 158.97, 159.16 for Boki, with Garashenko now moving ahead of Denisenko, 202.24 to 203.05. But they went into that turn and Boki was up Portal's waist, and they've come out of that turn and gone down this next 50, and now Boki is 3/4 of body length up on Portal.
Yeah, and he uses that underwater really well. Look at that turn from Iarboki, just extending that lead over Alex Portal. Garashenko has now come through into 3rd position ahead of Denisenko, and Kilian Portal down in 5th position at the moment. But he'll have his work cut out to try and catch Garashenko in the centre. It's all getting a little bit spread out as they come to the 300 mark, but Iarboki just going ahead of Alex Portal. 3 minutes, 0.14 for Boki, 3:02.88 for Portal, and 3:05.32 for Garashenko.
Yeah, and that is Iarboki in the shot there, looking supreme down this last 100. He has gone to his legs. That leg kick is a little more intense than it was in the early stages, but it's just balancing him through as well. His arm stroke has increased, his cadence has increased, the stroke shortened slightly as he goes over 3:30.55 to Portal's 3:35.82, with Garashenko 3:36.75.
Well, it's a real battle for the silver medal, I think, because Iarboki is away and clear. He is going to win another European title in this event. It'll be his 5th European title in a row in this S13 400 freestyle. Boki is in the gold medal position, just under the 4-minute mark. The silver, is it Garashenko? Is it Alex Portal? It's very close, and well, I can tell you, it's both of them. It's another dead heat. My goodness, how many dead heats have we had this week? Alex Portal and Kirill Garashenko, they swam for just over 4 minutes, and they are absolutely together. Same time, 4:06.96 shared silver medal position, but no doubt about the winner. 3:59.90. ER Boki, well, they're breathing a little bit heavier there than we've seen him before. He worked hard for that one. And there's the two shared silver medalists, Alex Portal and Krilo Garashenko, finishing really fast. Just getting alongside Alex Portal, that very last stroke.
Yeah, it was a really, really fast finish from Garashenko there. Boki dipped under that 4-minute mark. That's probably the hardest we've seen him breathe at the end of a race for a long time. And he really wanted that one. And he worked that second half of the race. Portal took it out there on the left in those bright green shorts. Krilo Garashenko, what a finish from him to come back.
Yeah, there was a margin there on that final turn between Garashenko and Alex Portal. Boki away and clear. Maybe about 8 metres the margin. And here's the finish with the two silver medalists. Look at that, absolutely together. Both of them had quite good finishes, I think. So he won't mind a tied silver medal. He's a silver medal, isn't it? He won't mind at all.
Absolutely not.
ER Boki is the champion again. We make it his 29th European medal, European gold medal. What an athlete ER Boki is. Alex Portal and Krilo Garashenko share the silver medal position. How many ties have we had over the last couple of days, Liz? We had a tie for gold yesterday, tie for silver tonight.
Tie for 8th yesterday as well, remember that?
Yeah, swim off. Ooh, how could you forget? And it was almost a tie in the swim off. 3 100s just separating those swim off, the two Spanish swimmers.
Please welcome the
in the S12.
100 meters backstroke.
Well, we've had S13. Now the S11s. Smaller field for this one. But we have 5 swimmers in the final. Martina Rabolini, World Championship silver medalist from 2 years ago. Bronze medalist this week in the breaststroke. Maria Podobna. Oh, she was a silver medalist at the last European Championships. It was held here in Madeira in 2021. Anastasia Shevchenko, 4th place in the Paralympic Games. She'd love to get on the medal podium tonight. Katerina Kadchuk, well, she has been European champion before. Won that title in Dublin in 2018. And Daria Lukyanenko goes in the centre lane. What form she has been on this week. 2 world records to her name in the breaststroke and the individual medley. I wonder if she's going to add another world record here tonight. Lukyanenko, fast entry time, well inside the European record held by Kadchuk. Lukyanenko goes in the centre lane. Kadchuk, the European record holder, in lane number 5 in this women's 100 backstroke S11. Katerina Kadchuk in lane 5, European record holder, 119.32. Set at the World Championships last year in Manchester. Daria Lukyanenko in lane number 4. A little bit of an issue here at the start, Liz. Maybe those backstroke ledges, possibly. I don't know.
No, she did put up quite early as well, so the swimmers will just be asked to reset.
Just making sure that that ledge, I think, is secure. I'm telling the coach Tapper just to step back from the start. I think we're okay to go now. So as we look at it, Rabolini, Shevchenko, Lukyanenko, Kadchuk and Podobna.
Yeah, and they're away safely at that time. Good start from Kadchuk in lane 5. You see that underwater shot there. Kadchuk and Podobna on the same lane rope.
both of those.
Kaczuk going well
world
through
records.
25 meters. She's got a slight
Elsewhere,
lead
we're gonna see
over
new
Lukyanenko,
swimmers get world record- not world
who
record,
goes
get
in
medals,
for.
because Takachuk
Fast
and
stroke rate
Shevchenko
from
are yet to
Rabellini
receive
down into
any
in the blue hat
medals so
of
far
Italy, but
this
we're
week.
watching
Lukyanenko
Kaczuk and
will be
Podobna
looking
as
for
they
that world
come
record, though.
into the turn.
1:13.46
It's
is the time that we're watching out for.
happens. Kaczuk goes over first, really close to the board there. 37.68 ahead of Shevchenko 37.93, Lukyanenko 37.99, and Podobna 38.28. It's all very tight at the front here, and that excellent turn from Lukyanenko has brought her up and into the lead.
Yeah, great technique there from Lukyanenko. Very, very still, but it's still very close there. Kaczuk is going well. Podobna 2 lanes up, but it does look like Lukyanenko might just have this one. She led after that good turn at the halfway point, and it looks like she's coming home now for gold. It's going to be an excellent time for Lukyanenko, and Lukyanenko will take another gold medal here inside the European record time. 1:17.89 for Lukyanenko. It's Podobna in the silver medal position, just 4 100s ahead of Kaczuk. 1:19.71 and 1:19.75. Well, it was the turn that did it, I think, Liz. Lukyanenko came out of that turn a little bit better than Kaczuk, and the second 50 was really good for Daria Lukyanenko, and she will claim another gold medal at these championships. 3 gold medals now for Lukyanenko. Of course, the result not official because of the blacked out goggles checked, but Podobna and Kaczuk were very close to each other in terms of where they were on the lane. Over on either side of the lane, very close, but very close in terms of the finish as well. But Lukyanenko swam very well in that second 50.
Yeah, she did, but as you said, Paul, I think the damage was done on that turn, as we just see those goggles being checked there. It was Kaczuk that got off to the best stop, but look at this turn now. Kaczuk pretty much on the wall as she goes over, so that sometimes means you get a bit stuck. Whereas Lukyanenko had a really good foot plant on the wall, which enabled her to get the perfect push off to maximise the power, and she came up. And it was ultimately, that was the difference, but it was so tight between the two Ukrainians, and they came in together. Just 4 100s separating Podobna and Kaczuk.
Well, another close race. The European record has been confirmed for Lukyanenko. Daria Lukyanenko takes the gold in the women's 100 backstroke S11 with a new European record time, 1:17.89. 4 100s between the two Ukrainians. Podobna takes it, 1:19.71 ahead of Kaczuk's 1:19.75. Wow, Lukyanenko, another record. She's really been a good addition to that S11 class for the women, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's having a very successful week here in Madeira.
So the men's 100 metres backstroke S11 on their way out. The big hope for the home nation. Maxim Chernov goes in lane number 8, 16-year-old Ukrainian. Another teenager in the other side of the pool. Karim Guda, Said Hussein.
In lane 7, representing Ukraine,
Lane 7.
Mikhailo Serbin.
The world record holder, Mikhailo Serbin, just qualified in 6th position for this final. He's dominated this event at the major championships in recent years. Mar Gunnarsson, world championship bronze medalist from 2019, the Icelander, trying to get them on the medal podium for the first time this week. Danilo Chufarov. Well, he's had an interesting week, Chufarov. 3 silver medals already to his name. Behind this man who's won 5 gold medals in the 5 S11 events so far, Roger Dorsman, World Championship bronze medalist from last year. And there's David Kratochvil, the young man, 16 years of age, who's been mixing it with the big guns in this S11 class this week. And there is the home favourite. Well, can we have another medal for Portugal? Can we have their first gold of these championships? Marco Menezes, the World Championship silver medalist. Portuguese home favourite goes in lane number 4. Marco Menezes. Dorsman in 3. Kratochvil in 5. But don't forget about the world record holder, Mikhailo Serbin. He goes right at the top of your picture there in lane number 7. One lane from the top. He will beat Paralympic champion, world champion, and reigning European champion Mikhailo Serbin. So do not forget about him. But all the hopes of the host nation on Marco Meneses, endorsement in the hunt for his 6th gold of the week.
Well, this could go anywhere. Serbin qualified exactly 3 seconds behind Meneses, who occupies that centre lane. Has a real opportunity here for himself and for Portugal, as is always the case. World Championship bronze medalist Dorsman has got off to a very good start, but going very well as well is David Kratochvil, who's having an excellent week. He turns in lane 5 and he will turn first, 32.34, ahead of Meneses 32.77, with Dorsman 33.03 and Serbin in 4th.
Well, Kratochvil with that lead. Meneses is coming back now. Dorsman is not out of it yet. Serbin's got a lot of work to do right at the top here, but it might be Kratochvil and Meneses now who are maybe going to fight this one out. Dorsman also in the mix now, but Kratochvil just holding on. The home favourite Meneses in the middle of those two leading 3. Dorsman coming back, but it is going to be Kratochvil, I think, into the wall, and it is Kratochvil will take the European title. Meneses will claim the silver just ahead of Roger Dorsman, and David Kratochvil celebrating his first European title. The young 16-year-old has done it, 107.10. Meneses, it's silver for the home favourite, another medal for Portugal in 108.03, and Dorsman 108.09 in 3rd, with Serbin in 4th, finishing fast but 108.97 for the world record holder.
Well, what a race that was. At one point it looked like Dorsman was going to upset the party and continue his gold rush here in Madeira. With about 15 metres to go, he looked poised to make the attack. This was the turn. Kratochvil went over first, then Meneses, and that is ultimately how it stayed, but not without Dorsman regaining the lead for a small portion of that second 50.
There's Kratochvil into the finish. It was a clear win in the end for David Kratochvil, and he celebrates the young man. What a week he is having. What a star has been unearthed here at the European Championships. We saw him swim last year at the World Championships, but David Kratochvil claims his first European title. The Czech swimmer in 107.10. It's another medal for the host nation. Marco Meneses the silver, and Roger Dorsman wins his 6th medal of the week. Bronze this time for the Dutchman. Oh, here's the supporters. Liz? Who's this?
Is that his crew? They look like they're on tour.
Well, look. I wonder who they're supporting. There you go.
I bet if they turn around, maybe it would be... It looks like the type of t-shirt that would have something written on the back, don't you think? It hasn't. Oh, it has, but it's really small. We're never going to see it from here.
But what about Kratochvil there? We saw him last year. He won that incredible 400 freestyle, didn't he, against Dorsman. We thought, is it a one-off? But he's come out in this European Championships and he's been sensational.
He has, and he'll be delighted to finally get on the top of the podium.
All the men are quickly out for this 50 freestyle. This class has produced some really interesting battles. The S7, Christian Sadi, the African record holder, Commonwealth Games silver medalist in 8. Evgeny Boataiko has been the European champion twice in this event. He goes in the outside lane, lane 1. Igor Efrosinin goes in lane number 7, qualified just under the just over the 29-second mark. Antonio Fantin, European record holder in the S6 class, swimming up against the S7s here. And there is the world record holder in the S7 class, the tall figure of Andrei Trusov, who's dominated this event in recent years. Second Italian, Federico Biccelli. He goes in lane number 3. And the 2 fastest qualifiers from the heats, Yuri Shenhur, bronze medalist in the backstroke earlier this week, and Turgut Yaraman, the Turkish swimmer who won the 50 metres butterfly. Almost the entire pool between him and the favourite Andrei Trusov. When they finished, he won it by just a few 100ths of a second. Broke the world record earlier this week in the 100 backstroke and was beaten by Trusov in the final, who broke his record back. So Bodaiko goes in 1. He's been a champion before. Yaraman in the middle, the fastest qualifier. And the world record holder is Andrei Trusov. He goes in lane number 6. Can he keep up this great run of success he's had in this event at the major championships?
Well, Fantine started in the water straight up and into his stroke. Everyone else going from the block, and it was an excellent start from Trusov in 6th. The blue hat there of the Ukrainian going very well. He's got a clear lead through 25 metres.
And Trusov still with the lead. Yaraman, we know, finishes very strongly, but Trusov now might just have that one. Here comes Yaraman in the middle, but Trusov is going to have it. Trusov gets the touch there, 27.10. Wow, great time from Andrei Trusov, 3/100 shy of his own world record. Fantastic swim from the Ukrainian. Yaraman is on the podium again, the Turkey swimmer, in 27.55, and it's another medal for Ukraine. Yuri Shenhur in for the bronze medal position, 28.15, with the 2 Italians in 4th and 5th. The S6 swimmer Antonio Fantine just outside his own European record for the S6 class. But, well, a great swim from Trusov just outside his own world record, Liz, and he was made to work all the way in the closing stages.
Yeah, we're so used to seeing him fight back down the second half of a race, but he meant business that time, and he went from the start. He didn't want to leave anything to chance, and he had a surprisingly big lead off the block. Sometimes it's when he gets up and into his stroke where he really does the damage. But look at that, through 25, he already had a clear lead, and there was nothing that Yaraman could do about it.
Oh, Yaraman tried everything, and the young man, Yaraman, has been a revelation in this S7 class. Trusov, world record holder, keeps up this amazing run that he has in this 50 freestyle. He wins a 3rd straight European gold. Yaraman takes another medal for Turkey, and Yuri Shenhur takes another bronze medal to add to the one he won in the backstroke.
Well, Yaraman's taken over a second off his 50 freestyle time today, so watch this space.
Oh, that's not a bad day's work for Yaraman. We stay at the 50 metre end. We've got 50 metres backstroke now for the women in the S2 classification. Number S1 to S10 for those with physical impairments, with S1 being the most severe. And this is Elif Ildem. She is an S1 swimmer, swimming up against the S2s. We saw Sulamanova going 8. And next to Sulamanova will be Janet Adami, bronze medalist Adami, in the 100 metres backstroke earlier in the week. The Hungarian will go in from the side. Katerina Draganova Kordas, 4th place in the World Championships last year. The Serbian in lane 2. Jana Koltsova, well, 2 European gold medals to her name, Koltsova, this week, including one in the 100 backstroke. Angela Procida, the Italian, goes in lane number 3. Looking to add another medal to the one she won in the 100 backstroke as well.
In lane 4, representing Singapore,
Teresa Perales, well supported. The Spanish swimmer, a multi-medal Paralympian, goes in lane number 5. And Yip Pinju, the Singaporean, the world record holder. The world record set in the Rio Paralympic Games. And again, Yip Pinju is one who's got a very long unbeaten record in this event. She is in lane number 4. She is the only non-European in this. So there will be a battle for the European Open medals, of which Yip Pinju will be the favourite to take that gold, and also a battle for the European medals as well, so watch out for that. Number of these swimmers getting in from the side, Liz, just a couple getting in from the end.
Yeah, we can see this is the lower end of the classification system in terms of physical impairment being more severe, so they just get in whichever way is most safe and comfortable for them. We see a lot, nearly every athlete has assistance getting to the water in some shape or form. Just see there Teresa Perales of Spain making her way to lane 5.
And Yip Pinju making her way into lane number 4, the fast lane, the world record holder, 59.38. Wow, that's an impressive time. She leads the world rankings this year in 106.37 from the Melbourne Para Swimming World Series meet back in February. So one length of the pool, 50 metres backstroke for the S2 classification.
Yeah, and they're all away there. You can see that single arm of Perales in 5. Already that high stroke rate of Yip Pinju going very well in the centre of the pool. She's likely to win the Open competition here, but the European title is up for grabs. One lane closer to us. Procedure going very well.
And Yip Pinju is just stretching away now as we would have expected. She is very dominant in this event. She's won the world title the last 3 occasions. She's won the last 2 Paralympic titles, and she'll be working her way towards the Paralympic Games. And she was hoping to take another gold, but here comes the world record holder now into the closing stages. Procedure going very well. She may well be the European champion. Procedure one lane down here from Yip Pinju, but she's into the wall now, and she will take that one. Well, 105.14 for the Singaporean, an excellent time, the fastest she's been this year. Procedure will be the European champion, and Koltsova will be the European silver medal. Procedure already celebrating there. The bronze medal may well go to Teresa Perales, the European bronze, as she finishes 4th, just ahead of Janet Adami and Katerina Dragunov-Cordas. But Yip Pinju, really no doubt about who was going to win that one. 105.14 for her. And a good time for Procedure in 2nd place there, the Italian, to claim the European title.
Yeah, excellent swim for Procedure. Back to her best, quickest she's been this year, as we just see Selimanova coming in there at the top of the pool in lane 8 for Azerbaijan.
Vitória nesta final para a nadadora de Singapura, Yip.
Yip Pinju really is the star of the show in this one. She's a huge superstar in Singapore. Of course, the World Championships will go to her home country next year. She's had a big part in that. She even got a model of herself at Madame Tussauds. We got sent a picture earlier, didn't we? So that's when you know you've made it.
Yip Pinju, huge star in Singapore, and she claims the Open title here in Madeira. 105.14. Procedure will be the European champion. Koltsova will be the European silver medalist, and Teresa Perales delighted to be on the medal podium again. The 27-time Paralympic medalist from Spain, Spain's most successful Paralympian, and she is on the medal podium after coming down the classification. She was an S5, now swimming in the S2s after that injury that she had, and which caused a permanent impairment, the Spanish swimmer. But she couldn't live with the pace of Yip Pinju, and you said those World Championships next year. The first time that the Para Swimming World Championships have gone to Asia. So it's a massive deal for Singapore, and I'm sure they will do a great job celebrating their 60th anniversary as a country. And those Para Swimming World Championships are all part of those celebrations in October next year. Promises to be a sensational event. I'm sure the Singaporeans will do a great job at those World Champs.
Well, still 1.5 more days of this European Champs to get through for first, and a Paralympic Games.
Just the Paralympic Games to look forward to this year.
How exciting!
200 IM SM8. Those are both going to be exciting races.
Swimmers exiting the water before we get underway for this next event.
This evening.
Yes. Procida was celebrating there in the water. Angela Procida, she'll be delighted to claim the European gold medal in that one, ahead of Koltsova and Perales, as we move on to the men's 50 metres backstroke in the S2 classification. Miguel Erzen Otorino, another Spanish swimmer, comes out in lane number 2. He was finalist yesterday in the 200 freestyle, as was Konrad Hildebrand, the Swedish swimmer, going out there in lane number 6. Vladimir Danilenko, Paralympic Games bronze medalist, medalist at the last European Championships as well, Danilenko. He's already hit the gold medal spot here at these championships. Bondarenko, the reigning European champion, goes in 5. And the fastest entry time, the fastest man in the year is Jacek Czech from Poland. European silver medalist. Last time the event was held in 2021. He's the world silver medalist in 2023 as well. So Jacek Czech, he's been beaten by Danilenko in the longer 200 freestyle, but Jacek Czech, what can he do over this sprint distance? 50 metres backstroke S2. Jacek Czech in 4, Danilenko in 3, and Bondarenko in 5. Outside lanes, Erdogan, Otorino and Hildebrand. Need big improvements to challenge the 3 in the centre of the pool. It should be an interesting one, Liz. Danilenko dominated the distance events, but Jacek Czech, this is a chance over the 1 length, the sprint.
Yeah, he's top of the world rankings this year, and if all of the swimmers swim their best times or close to their best times, then it promises to be an extremely tight contest. It'll all come down to who gets off the start and into their stroke. And they were away very well there. You can see that start of Czech, that double arm backstroke. He's very strong in the bottom half of the stroke cycle. He's got good power coming, driving as he goes past his hips. It is Czech with an early, that quick cadence though of Danilenko to the left of him is where it all sometimes comes down to the finish, and then the single arm rotation always is favoured over that double arm rotation unless you hit it on a perfect stroke. But Czech looking very good here.
Czech is looking very good. Danilenko, though, with that high stroke rate, still very much in the mix. Bondarenko now in 3rd place. Danilenko trying to come back, but I think Jacek Czech might just take this European title. Jacek Czech, the experienced man from Poland, is going to be into the wall now to take his first European gold medal. Jacek Czech is in 56.59. An excellent time for the Polish swimmer. Danilenko could not match the pace of Jacek Czech. He's in 2nd place in 58.75. And Bondarenko will claim the bronze in 104.33. But Jacek Czech, what a great swim that was, as the final 2 swimmers complete the distance. Konrad Hildebrand He's in 124.79, the Swedish swimmer. Saw him in the World Championships last year. And Erzain Ottorino in 138.28 for him. But what a swim at the front of the field. Jacek Czech, the European champion in 50 metres backstroke in the S2 class.
Well, it was an excellent swim. We said the start would be important for Czech. He got away with the power that he drives, as you said, Paul, over a 50. Really, really important. It's hard to maintain that over a 200 or 100, which is where Danilenko's high rotation comes in well. But Czech was the comfortable winner of that, and that's his fastest time of the year.
And this is the time to do it. In the Major Championship final, Jacek Czech. It's gold for Poland's Jacek Czech, 56.59 for him to take it just ahead of Vladimir Danilenko, 58.75, and Roman Bondarenko will claim another medal. It's a bronze this time for Bondarenko.
Is the fastest seed for the women's 2-3 S5. The men have
there's the Turkish fans there. And there is the European champion, Jacek Czech. He'd be delighted with that one. 2 silver medals already in previous events this week. He's gone to the top of the podium now with that gold. And that was the S2 class, Liz. We're now moving to the S1. So swimmers in the S1 classification, slightly less function than the S2 swimmers. And we have 5 swimmers taking the start in this S1.
Representing Greece, Nikolaos Kontu.
Nikolaos Kontu, youngest swimmer in this final, the first of the 2 Greek swimmers.
In lane 6, representing
We'll go
Greece,
in lane number 2. Dimitrios Karipidis, the man who won the World Championship bronze in 2022, right here in this pool in Madeira. Anton Cole, what a swim he had in the 100 backstroke earlier this week. Fantastic battle that he had against Shalabi. Francesco Battella, Paralympic Games silver medalist.
And in lane 4, representing Israel, Ayad
European
Shalabi.
silver medalist, and Ayad Shalabi, Paralympic champion and reigning European champion, just missed out on the gold in the 100 backstroke with that really close finish against Anton Cole. So the 3 medalists from the 100 backstroke go in the centre lanes of this men's 50 backstroke S1. Anton Cole in 3, Ayad Shalabi in 4, and Francesco Battella in 5. In the S1 class, Liz, the swimmers with the least function in the Paralympic swimming programme.
Yeah, and they always have a really close contest. They know each other very well. They always all turn out for the big competitions.
2 Greeks in this one. And Greece are a country who have been strong in the S1 and S2 classifications over the years. Again, we talked about certain countries being strong in certain classifications. S1 and S2 have been a real rich vein of medals for the Greeks in the past.
Yeah, they're still going strongly. Ayad Shalabi there. Israel having a good week here in Madeira. He was disappointed to get touched out by Anton Cole earlier in the week, so he'll be trying to make amends for this one, or on this one rather.
There's Karipidis.
Already in position. Well, again, they're away well. That double arm stroke of Shalabi in the middle. He'll look to use that power to drive and get an advantage. He came back very strongly in the closing stages of the longer distance. earlier in the week, and he's going well here. But going with him, it is Francisco Batella to the right of the shot, and Anton Cole to the left.
Yeah, it's the two double arm backstrokes there on the right side, and the alternating backstroke of Anton Cole, which served him so well. Shalabi just about extending this lead here as they come into the second half of this one. Batella and Anton Cole probably in a very close contest for silver, but Shalabi doesn't look like he is going to lose this one. Anton Cole, though, we've seen him finish very fast in the past, and Anton Cole now trying to come back on Shalabi, but Shalabi just about holding on. You see the flags, he sees inside the last 5. Anton Cole really pressing now, but Shalabi is going to take it, I think, on the finish, and Shalabi just gets in ahead of Anton Cole. 1:12.89 for Shalabi. Anton Cole in second in 1:14.59, and Batella in third, 1:15.82. And Shalabi, well, he's made amends from the disappointment that he had in the 100 backstroke. He claims the gold this time, just ahead of Anton Cole, but Cole was coming back all the time as we see Karapidis and Kontu complete the distance.
Well, I don't know if Shalabi sensed the danger, but he definitely upped his stroke rate in those closing stages, and he needed to, because Cole was finishing very quickly indeed.
And there is Shalabi making his way out.
He got away well, Shalabi, didn't he? And he had a good lead at the 25-meter mark, but Anton Cole was just getting quicker and quicker as the length went on.
Yeah, coming down to the closing stages there. That's a marker at 15, and there's a bit of a margin at 15. There was not much of a margin at the finish there. Shalabi gets into the wall first, and he claims that title, the European title, in the S1 50 metres backstroke. The result is confirmed. Ian Shalabi is the European champion in the men's 50 backstroke S1. Anton Cole, the silver medal, and it's another bronze for Francesco Batella from Italy.
Batella swam well in that one. Good time for him to take that bronze medal. Just couldn't quite keep with the pace of Shalabi and Cole.
We're going to the other end of the pool now. 200 metres individual medley for the SM8. We'll start with the women, and then we've got the men to follow. Because we said before, S1 to 10, those are physical impairments, and if the event starts with an SB, it's a breaststroke. If it starts with an SM, it's a medley event. And it's an SM8, this one. So 200 metres individual medley for this one. And the men to follow in that SM8. So just waiting for the swimmers to clear the pool deck before we can move on to the next event, which is this SM8 final. Again, swimmers will come from the outside into the fastest swimmers in the middle. There's Milana Sherakova, the 19-year-old. Will go in the outside lane. Experienced Czech swimmer Vendula Duskova, 4th place at the World Championships 2 years ago in this 200 individual medley. Mirajol Mack from Germany, a bronze medalist in the backstroke. Watch out for her on the backstroke element of this medley. And also Lily Rice, a strong backstroker, Commonwealth Games bronze medalist in 2022. Paula Novina took a medal in the 50 freestyle yesterday for Croatia. It was a good night for the Croatians yesterday. And Marina Pavlova, the European bronze medalist from 2021. She goes in 3. And the leading 2 swimmers in terms of time, Gina Francesca Palazzo, world champion back in 2022. And the European champion from 2021, Victoria Ishalova, already won gold in the 50 metres freestyle and the backstroke. Palazzo has won the gold in the 400 freestyle. So
This
it's 200 metres this time, Liz.
SM8 final.
Ishilova in the fast lane, Francesca Palazzo in lane number 5. Expect Ishilova to get away well in the early stages, Liz, but Palazzo certainly got the endurance at the end of this 200 IM.
Yeah, Palazzo will have a very strong finish, but Ishilova's been starting exceptionally well here in Madeira this week. That pink hat, very noticeable out in front, so you can see when she has a good start, and she's got a strong first 100 of this individual medley. And it was Ishilova who got the best reaction there off the block. You can see just to the left of the screen that single arm butterfly compared to Palazzo's double arm butterfly driven through the arms there. Also going well is Pavlova. She's got a strong breaststroke. Ishilova though leads the way ever so slightly down this butterfly, like a slower stroke rate but a good stroke length from the swimmer in lane 4, and she'll turn at touch at the turn even in first place, 34.61. Palazzo 35.60. Pavlova 36.09.
She's got such an impressive backstroke technique, Ishilova, with that pink cap. Real power from that one arm. And she is stretching away now. Palazzo looks like she's working very hard on the backstroke, trying to minimise the damage, because she knows that Ishilova is very strong on that backstroke. Look at just the body and the head staying absolutely still. Fantastic technician on the backstroke, Ishilova, and that stretched the lead. She goes over at the halfway point, 115.17, and Palazzo going over now, 120.89, so 5.72 seconds the margin between Ishilova and Palazzo, with Mac coming through, using that strong backstroke, the German, to come through into third.
Yeah, Mac used that backstroke well, as she said she would. And now we're on to what is often the telling stroke of the medley. Ishilova again with that long glide at the front of the stroke. She's really powerful. She uses the stroke well to drive forward, and she's looking good on this breaststroke. She's got clear water between her and Palazzo as she comes under the flags. 5 metres left of the breaststroke leg for the swimmer in lane 4. She will touch 203.21. Palazzo will be next to the wall, 209.20. And Pavlova has had a good breaststroke again, 214.43 for her. But Ishilova is away and clear at the front.
Well, Palazzo is going to try and make this up. She will eat into that lead, I'm sure, but Ishilova looks like she's coming away to retain her European title that she won in 2021. There's no way Palazzo can catch her now. Ishilova now into the closing stages. It's going to be around about the 240 mark for Ishilova, and she hits the wall there, 243.00. Palazzo will take the silver in 246.5, and it will be Pavlova coming through for the bronze medal position. The positions that we had in 2021 have been repeated. The top 3 are exactly the same, and it will be the gold to Victoria Ishilova, Palazzo in second, and Pavlova in third. But a great swim there by Ishilova. She swam well. We knew she'd be in the lead, but she had enough to hold off the challenge of Palazzo on that freestyle.
She did, as we just look to the top of the pool now. And Ishilova comes in to round this one out. As you said, Paul, she's got a very strong, powerful stroke. That isn't Paula Novina. That is Victoria Ishilova. As we just wait for the systems to all update. And as I was saying, she's got it's a slow stroke rate, but the power that she generates with each stroke and the length of stroke she gets. Again, we've talked about it with some of the other swimmers. It just makes her look quite relaxed. She worked hard though. She turned the legs on with 15 meters to go. Conscious effort to kick harder, and that brought her home in front of Palazzo, who was finishing very quickly.
So, silver medal this time for Palazzo. The positions from the 2021 Europeans have been repeated. Victoria Shalova will take the gold, retaining her European title ahead of Xenia Francesca Palazzo and Maria Pavlova. Paula Navina in 4th place, just ahead of Great Britain's Lily Rice.
Please welcome the athletes for the men's 200 metres.
Well, we saw big home nation hope take a medal a little bit earlier on. Marco Meneses has another big chance here in this 200 metres individual medley SM8.
Representing Poland, Michał Golas.
Michał Golas for Poland goes in the outside lane. He'll be strong on the opening butterfly leg. One of the 3 non-Europeans in this one is Azabek Boy Nazarov from Uzbekistan. Mark Malyar, the winner of the 100 freestyle gold medal. He goes for Israel in lane number 7. Jesse Ungles, one of the 2 Australians in this one, World Championship bronze medalist. And there's the 2nd Australian, Callum Simpson, who's been impressing us with some good swims this week. Andreas Onea, a European bronze medalist last time in 2021. Demosthenis Michelinzakis, he's been a champion in Europe before. He won the 2018 title in Dublin. And the man with the hopes of the host nation, this is a huge opportunity for Diogo Cancella, fastest into this final. The World Championship silver medalist from last year. Diogo Cancella, fastest from the heats, but it's all very, very tight indeed. Cancella in the centre lane, Michelinzakis in lane number 5, Onea in lane number 3. They are the top 3 Europeans. So 5 Europeans and 3 non-Europeans in this 200 metres individual medley SM8 final. There's the hope of the host nation. And there are the Portuguese team and supporters hoping their man is going to deliver.
Well, he's got a really good chance here. Cancella in 4, but the best start came from Michelinzakis, 1 lane up in 5. Going well down at the bottom in the early stages is Boynazavarov. He did that in the heats as well, right at the bottom of the screen on this butterfly. But Cancella coming through now. Golas at the top, 31.14 from Cancella, 31.26. Simpson of Australia's got a strong freestyle finish, so Cancella will be looking to work this backstroke.
What can Diogo Cancella do tonight?
Yeah, it's all going well on the outside lane by Nazarov as well, but Cancella's probably hit the front there in lane number 4. Also coming back, just a couple of lanes down from Cancella is Jesse Ungles, the experienced man from Australia, and he's going to hit the front, I think, Jesse Ungles, as they go over at the halfway point. Ungles it is, 108.73. Cancella just behind in 109.07. Michelinzakis is there as well, but the breaststroke all important in the individual medley. And Cancella looking good at this stage. Andreas Onea, the Austrian, may think he can come back in lane number 3, 1 lane down from Cancella, but he's got a big margin to make up for the leaders.
Yeah, Onea turned 7th, but he has got an excellent breaststroke. At the moment, Cancella just heads the pack. Michelinzakis, Ungles holding on here as well for Australia, but here comes that brilliant breaststroke of Onea to come up onto the shoulder of Ungles, but it's Cancella that will lead into the final 50, and listen to that Portuguese crowd roar.
Well, Cancella is ahead. Michelinzakis is a very strong freestyler, the Greek swimmer alongside Cancella. It's Cancella and Michelinzakis now. Michelinzakis is going ahead of Diogo Cancella. Can the Portuguese swimmer respond? I'm not sure he can, because Michelinzakis might be coming away for Greece to claim a gold medal. Michelinzakis and Diogo Cancella. It's going to be gold to Greece, gold to Michelinzakis. And Cancela will have to settle for the silver. The bronze medal will go to, well, Mark Mallier, I think, is just getting in for the bronze ahead of Jesse Ungles and Andreas Onea. But there he is, the champion, Demos Ennis, Michelin Zakis. Diogo Cancela, can't quite believe it, but the Greek swimmer, we knew he'd be strong in the freestyle. He was really swift to go ahead of the Portuguese champion. Diogo Cancela, it's another medal for the host nation, but not the colour he would have wanted.
No, but he gave it everything he had there, and he was in a good position after the breaststroke, but he just didn't have enough of a margin. He was only 0.6 ahead of Michelin Zakis on that breaststroke to freestyle turn, and we all know the pedigree of Dimitris Michelin Zakis' freestyle, and he showed it. He just turned on the kick, didn't he? Powered himself home with that excellent kick. It was so close at the turn. Ongles had done well. What a swim though from Mark Mallier as well, down that freestyle leg to come through and finish fast for that bronze medal.
Yeah, Mark Mallier 6th at the turn at the top. There's the champion, Michelin Zakis. That's what it means to him. Great swim from the Greek swimmer. Michelin Zakis wins another European title to add to the one he won in 2018. It's silver again to the host nation. Diogo Cancela taking that silver medal position, and Mark Mallier finishes fast to take a bronze for Israel. Well, another great swim there for Diogo Cancela, but Michelin Zakis was great, wasn't he? Host nation doing really well. 2 medals to add to their tally tonight. Just missing out on the top spot though, Liz, but can't do much more. Some good times for Meneses and Cancela.
Yeah, they gave it everything that they had.
So, some medal presentations now for us to enjoy, so we'll leave you with that 400 freestyle S13 presentation.
Representing Ireland,
Medalha de bronze em representação da Irlanda,
Roisin ní Ré. Silver medalist, representing Ukraine,
medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia,
Anna Stetsenko. Gold medalist and European champion, representing Italy,
medalha de ouro e campeã europeia em representação de Itália,
Carlotta Gilli. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Italy.
Por favor, levantem, se possível, para o hino nacional de Itália.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as atletas medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 400 meters freestyle S13.
Entrega de medalhas da prova dos 400 metros livres masculinos S13.
Joint silver medalists representing France.
E a medalha conjunta de prata em representação de França.
Alex Portal. And representing Ukraine.
E em representação da Ucrânia.
Kyrylo Garaschenko. Gold medalist and European champion, neutral para-athlete.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu para o para-atleta neutro.
Igor Boki. Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os atletas medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 100 meters backstroke S11.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas dos 100 metros costas femininos S11.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine.
Medalha de bronze em representação da Ucrânia.
Katarina Takachuk. Silver medalist representing Ukraine.
Medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia.
Marina Pidovna. Gold medalist and European champion, neutral para-athlete.
Medalha de ouro e campeã europeia, a para-atleta neutra.
Daria Lukianenko. Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as atletas medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters backstroke S11.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas dos 100 metros costas masculinos S11.
Bronze medalist representing the Netherlands.
Medalha de bronze em representação dos Países Baixos,
Roger Dorsman. Silver medalist representing Portugal.
Medalha de prata em representação de Portugal,
Marco Menezes. Gold medalist and European champion representing Czechia.
medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação da Chequia,
David Kratochvil. Please rise, if you're able, for the national anthem of Czechia.
Por favor, levantem, se possível, para o hino nacional da Chequia.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os vossos medalhados.
First time this week that Roger Dorsman has not been on the top of the medal podium. A bronze medal for the Dutchman and silver to the host nation, but the young man was David Kratochvil. He impressed us last year, but this year he has been really good in a number of events. Still young as well.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of youngsters come through. We talked about in that race actually Mikhailo Serbin when he came through as a teenager back at the European Championships in Dublin in 2018.
Yeah, Kratochvil, when he had that great performances last year, we wonder if he would be able to follow that up, but I think the answer is yes. He's going to be right in the mix. So he certainly has been here, and going forward to Paris as well, he's going to be a threat out there.
Absolutely, these are S11 events are going to be so exciting.
100 meters freestyle. Let's see what she has to offer.
It's another set of finals now. 3 more finals before the next set of medal ceremonies, and it's the 200 freestyle for the women in the S5 classification.
For the women's 200 meters freestyle S5 final.
Final feminina dos 200
So 6 swimmers taking the start for this one.
In lane 7, representing
starting off
France,
with lane
Celine
7.
Sachet.
Celine Sash comes out into the
In lane
outside
2,
lane.
representing
Can the
Czechia,
French swimmer
Sumay
push her way onto the medal podium? Sumay Boachi. We've seen her do a few events. She's the European bronze medalist in this event. Better known for the sprints, Boachi, as was Irina Poida. She had a very fast 50 metres freestyle to take gold. Gina Butcher, 3 gold medals for the German already this week. She's been on the right end of a few close finishes. Agata Kupilova, a silver medalist in the 50 metres freestyle. Monica Boggioni, gold medalist in the individual medley just yesterday, I think, and world champion and European champion in this event, this 200 freestyle. So Monica Boggioni will start as the favourite. She has the fastest entry time, 2:47.11. Boggioni in the middle lane, Kupilova next to her, and the 1S4 swimmer Gina Butcher goes in lane number 3, the German, who's been on great form. It'd be a tough ask for Gina Butcher get in ahead of Monica Boggioni though, wouldn't it, Liz? Boggioni looking good.
Yeah, Monica Boggioni. Both athletes having an excellent week here, but Monica Boggioni really, she's ahead of the, she's the only swimmer in this field to have gone under the 3-minute mark this year, so she will be the favourite. She'll be the one that everyone is chasing. And she's gotten off to a good start, as has Irina Poida, who's been good in the sprint. She's been good in the 20-point relays for the Ukrainians. She's going well here, but already Boggioni looks to have settled into her stroke.
Boggioni has had a very good week so far. Took that gold medal in the individual medley. As we saw, that street fight between her and Giulia Gueretti, and also medals in the breaststroke as well. She was a gold medalist in the 50 metres breaststroke, so Boggioni 2 gold medals to her name already this week, looking to add another one. And she's looking good in the early stages, 39.86 ahead of Poida's 41.63 and Kupilova 42.66 at the early stages as she goes on towards halfway. But already, Liz, it's getting really stretched out. Boggioni stretching away from the others.
Yeah, and it looks like Poida and Kupilova could have a good tussle down the second half of this race, but Boggioni turns at the halfway point. 1:21.70 for Boggioni there, 1:27.72 for Poida, 1:29.18 for Kupilova. Kupilova looks to be trying to stick Poida. Butcher over in 4th position. Her halfway point time was 1:33.81. But Monica Boggioni really now racing, it seems, her against the clock.
Yeah, Boggioni away and clear. It's a good tussle for second place though. Irina Poida just ahead of Kupilova, just maintaining that advantage there as Boggioni goes over this final turn. 2:05.92 for Boggioni at that final stage there. Poida is just keeping that advantage over Kupilova. It could be a good finish here. We know Poida's a very good sprinter, but how is she over the 200? As Boggioni now, it's a real procession for the Italian. It's surely going to be another title.
Yeah, there we see Boggioni go through the red marker to signify 25 metres to go. This is the battle for silver, and it looks like Poida is going to hold on, but we'll return our attention to the front of her race as Boggioni comes under the flags.
Boggioni is going to retain her European title, and she does it in great style. 2:49.6. Great swim from Monica Boggioni. Poida it was who held on in the closing stages, and she will claim the silver medal, another medal to add to her haul this week. And Kupilova will claim the bronze, another bronze medal for Kupilova. She was a silver medalist in the 50 metres freestyle. She's now gone over the longer distance and claimed the bronze. But Boggioni, really no doubt about who was going to take that one. She was the class of the field, and she absolutely delivered. Gina Butcher will be 4th place, the S4 swimming up against the S5s. And we saw Baiachi swimming into the wall there, and Soline Sash, the French swimmer, in lane number 7 will finish in 6th place. But, well, dominant performance there from Boggioni, never really in doubt the whole way through that 200.
No, she did come in as the firm favourite for this one. You've obviously always got to find that groove and deliver, but she settled into her stroke very quickly indeed. And then, like I said, it was just her against the clock. That is her fastest time of this year, so she'll be happy with that. Everything's moving in the right direction. Boggioni, she's had some good swims this week, and she can add that one to the list.
The veteran Pulver, who is swimming out here at his
yeah, she is looking really strong. Boida had a very good finish there, just to get away from Agata Kupalova. Another medal for the Czechia team. Having a good few events recently. Monica Boggioni will take the European title again. She retains the title she won in 2021. Irina Poida with a silver medal, and Agata Kuplova with the bronze. So, really never much in doubt with that Boggioni swim. This one might be a little bit more difficult to call, but a big Italian favourite as well. Goes in the men's 200 freestyle S5. Alexandros Lergios, bronze medalist in the butterfly earlier this week. Goes in the outside lane, the Greek swimmer. An African record in the heats was set by Zayed Gahil, and he will go for Egypt, one of the 2 non-Europeans in this final. He goes in lane number 1. The second non-European, 17-year-old Lee Ziker from Malaysia, in lane number 7.
Lane 2, representing Spain,
Spanish swimmer Luis Herta Poza, 4th place in the World Championships last year, and a relay gold medalist for the Spanish team earlier this week. Alexander Komarov, well, he will be a threat from lane number 6. Gold medalist in the sprint events, the 50 freestyle and the 50 backstroke. He goes in 6. Anthony Pons-Bertrand, well, European, World and Paralympic silver medalist in this event, and every occasion he's been behind this man, Francesco Bocciardo. Long unbeaten run in the major championships for Bocciardo. Double European champion, want to make it 3 in a row, but he was behind Kirill Pulva in the qualification heats. Pulva, bronze medalist in the 50 freestyle earlier this week, and also in the backstroke as well. So Kirill Pulver passed this into this final. Bocciardo and Pons-Bertrand in on either side of Kirill Pulver. Komarov in lane number 6, maybe a contender for the medals as well. So there's the world record holder. Francesco Bocciardo set that world record when he won the European title for the first time in 2018. He's won it again since then in 2021. He's looking to go for the treble.
Yeah, right at the top there we saw Lergios going from the block. He got off to a good start, but it'll be the swimmers in the centre of the pool that start to move through and into the lead. At the moment, it's 3 in a row, Pons-Bertrand, Pulver and Bocciardo as they go through 25, and Komarov is right there with them too.
Yeah, Pons-Bertrand closest to us as we look at it. Pulver in the middle, the blue cap of Bocciardo might just take them through in first place. In fact, it was Pulver actually, and Komarov and Bocciardo. Bocciardo was third there as he went over the wall. I'm sure he went in first, but He's been given third spot on the wall as the other two turn pretty quickly there. Pons Bertrand. It's the four swimmers though. This is a good battle here. Komarov working hard to try to stay pace with the leading three. We know he's a good sprinter, and if he's in contention in the later stages of this one, he might have a chance. But Bocciardo coming down now in lane number 5. Pulver still looking strong in second, but it is Bocciardo. And hits the front there in lane number 2. In fact, Pulver there given the touch again. Bocciardo 1:13.55 with that blue cap.
Yeah, Bocciardo is tumbling, whereas Pulver is doing a touch turn. So Bocciardo is going into the wall first, but then his feet are touching that pad after Pulver's. But that won't be a problem on the final 50, of course. And Bocciardo now starting to put a tiny bit of water between him and Pulver. Not much though, as they come into this final turn. Pulver once again gets the turn, 1:51.39 to 1:51.51. Komarov was ahead of Pons Bertrand going into that final turn as well. But now it's all to play for that bronze medal as Bocciardo starts to move away from Pulver.
Yeah, and it is Bocciardo now. There's no doubt about that. The blue cap of the Italian. Surely he's going to maintain this great unbeaten run that he's got in the major championships. He's been the European champion twice, the world champion 3 times, and the Paralympic champion as well. And Bocciardo will touch the wall first in 2:28.40. Great swim from the Italian. He was made to work though by Kirill Pulver, who gets the silver medal position, and it was very close for third position. I think it just goes to Komarov there ahead of Pons Bertrand just by about half a second or so. But there we are. Bocciardo retains that title. It was a hard race for the Italian though, because Pulver was right there, right until the end.
Yeah, one of the big questions after the heat was, could Kirill Pulver go any quicker than he went in the heats? Because he went very well, and the answer was yes. He's taken another 5 seconds off of the heat time that he went. Bocciardo though, once again, the champion in this S5 200 meters freestyle final.
And Bocciardo retaining his European title.
Like I said, the split's a bit deceptive, as you can see there. Bocciardo was going in first, but he was touching with his feet, whereas Pulver was doing that touch turn with his hand, as we saw Komarov there as well. So that's where the split differentiation was coming from. But down that final 50 meters, Bocciardo just pulled away and sealed the victory.
The 18-year-old.
Great contest there. Bocciardo relieved to retain that European title.
Across the course of this week.
Francesco Bocciardo takes the European title again in a time of 2:28.40, ahead of Kirill Pulver, with Alexander Komarov in third position, just ahead of Anthony Pons Bertrand.
We'll have the women's under backstroke S9. Marquez Soto is set to take gold on that one.
Well, there's someone in the crowd. Is that the Australians there?
To win a medal
I think so.
It's unusual to see them in the blue tops.
I know, their kit is throwing me a bit. But yes, it was the Australians.
This evening for the men's 2-3.
Yeah, what's happened to the green and gold?
It'll be back. I saw a reveal of their swim kit for Paris on Harbour Bridge. It'll be back, green and gold. Don't you worry. Don't know about the hats though.
In lane 8, representing Poland, Krzysztof Lechniak.
It's the men's 200 freestyle S3, and they're led out by Krzysztof Lechniak, World Championship finalist last year. 2 medals at the World Champs last year for this man, Daniel Ferrer Robles. He goes in the opposite side. In lane number 1, it's the German swimmer Josiah Topp. He's been very good in his events. 3 silver medals already this week for the young German swimmer. He goes in lane number 7, Vincenzo Boni. World Championship silver medalist last year. He'll have to be at his very best if he's got to get on the medal podium again today. European bronze medalist Sergei Palomarchuk. He goes in lane number 6. And his countrymate, Denis Ostapchenko, Paralympic world and European champion. He goes in lane number 3. Umut Unlu, bronze medalist in the individual medley. The Turkey swimmer in lane number 5. But the winner of that individual medley race and the winner of the 50 freestyle race was the Frenchman Dimitri Grandjou, fastest into this final. And he looked good, Dimitri Grandjou.
This is the men's 200 meters freestyle S3 final.
Dimitri Grandjou will start as the favourite for the 200 freestyle S3. Umut Unlu and the 2 Ukrainians make up the centre lanes in this final. Grandjou has been good, Liz, this week, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been an incredible addition to the French team. Trials for that home Paralympic squad in a few weeks' time for the French. So he's building towards that, but he's had an excellent set of performances here so far in Madeira.
Oh, Grandjou go from the set start in this 200 freestyle. There's a couple of swimmers go from the start. Josiah Top, we know he gets away well, uses that underwater. The German up there in lane number 7. Grandjou very quickly up into his stroke.
Yeah, it's a great starting technique that Grandjou has developed. Gets the length of his body off the block and up into his race, so he gets that advantage. Toff right at the top for Germany, utilising his good underwater skills as well to maximise his advantage where he has it. But already Palamarchuk up and ahead of the German, as is Ostapchenko. Grandjou out in front though as they go through the first 50 metres. It will be the Frenchman who turns first. 45.74 for Grandjou, 46.17 for Palamarchuk, and Ostapchenko 47.13. Ostapchenko though, with that trademark very efficient turn that got him ahead of his compatriot off the wall and out from under the flags.
Yeah, Ostapchenko's got a good record in this event, this 200. We're just coming to the halfway point now, and he is behind Grandjou, but there's not much in it there. Unlu is still there in the mix. Palamarchuk going well in lane number 6. Grandjou certainly has the advantage. It's not much to choose between the other 3, but they're not too far behind the leader here. Grandjou comes in to the halfway point, and that time of 1:36.79. Unlu moving into second place. Ostapchenko just ahead of Palamarchuk there as they go to the halfway, but again a good turn there from Grandjou, maybe giving him a slightly bigger advantage coming away on this third lane.
Yeah, good race skills being shown by the Frenchman. Unlu had a great second 50 there. We can just see him one lane up from the leader. Him and Ostapchenko very close together as we come down this third 50. High stroke rate for the swimmer from Turkey. They're having a great meet here at these European Championships as well. Now, it was a bit closer than people might have expected at the halfway turn, but now Grandjou starts to move away. 2:28.16 is his time at the turn. Unlu in second, 2:32.44. Ostapchenko, 2:33.43. Another turn. Performed well by Ostapchenko to get him back up with Unlu, but all eyes are on Grandjou at the front of the field.
Well, it's going to be a great swim for Grandjou. We'll just keep a little close eye on the clock there. The world and European records are all in the 3:09 range, and Grandjou might be just outside that, but not by much. Grandjou coming away now. Unlu and Ostapchenko fighting it out for the silver medal, but here comes Grandjou into the last 5. It's going to be another excellent time for Dimitri Grandjou into the wall now, and he will claim another title here in Madeira. in 3:17.94. Ostapchenko, I think, will come away to claim that silver medal ahead of Unlu. Very fast finish from Ostapchenko. So the European champion from last time out in 2021 is the European silver medalist now. Unlu will take another medal, the Turkey swimmer, to add to that bronze that he won in the individual medley. But a great swim at the front of the field. Dimitri Grandjeau, as the final swimmers come to complete the distance. Grandjeau is never really troubled at the front of the field. He led from start to finish, Liz, and the lead was close at halfway, but the second half of that 200 belonged to the Frenchman.
Yeah, that proved to be where he did the damage. He looked very strong. Like I said, he's got great race skills. His start, he uses very effectively. His turns, he tumbles so he doesn't lose so much momentum getting around the wall. And he's been a bit of a revelation for the French swimming team here in Madeira. We didn't see him at the World Para Series earlier in the year, but this is the first time for him at a major championships, and it's going exceptionally well.
This turn for Unlu and Ostapchenko, the battle for that silver medal position. And there are your three medalists in shot, with Grandjeau heading for home. He was finished by the time Ostapchenko forged ahead of Unlu. Ostapchenko has settled for silver this time, and there's the champion. So, Dimitri Grandjeau is the European champion, his third gold medal of the week. Denis Ostapchenko will take the silver, and Umut Unlu will take the bronze. So a few dominant performances there in those previous events, Liz, and maybe unearthed some new stars as we've seen. And move on now to some more medal presentations. That very swift men's 50 metres freestyle is the first one that you will see.
The medals will be presented by World Para Swimming Manager.
As medalhas serão entregues pela diretora da World Para Swimming, Nicole Burns.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine.
Medalha de bronze em representação da Ucrânia,
Yuri Shether. Silver medalist representing Turkey.
Medalha de prata em representação da Turquia,
Turgut Aslan Yaraman.
I knew.
Gold medalist and European champion representing Ukraine.
medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação da Ucrânia,
Andriy Trusov. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Ukraine.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional da Ucrânia.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os medalhados.
Thank
The victory ceremony for the women's 50 meters backstroke S2.
Cerimônia de entrega de medalhas dos 50 metros costas femininos S2.
Bronze medalist representing Spain.
Medalha de prata em representação de Espanha.
Teresa Perales. Silver medalist, neutral para-athlete.
Medalha de prata para a para-atleta neutra.
Diana Koltsova. Gold medalist and European champion, representing Italy.
Medalha de ouro e campeã europeia em representação de Itália.
Angela Procida. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Italy.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de Itália.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as atletas medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 50 meters backstroke S2.
Cerimônia de entrega de medalhas dos 50 metros costas masculinos S2.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine.
Medalha de bronze em representação da Ucrânia.
Roman Bondarenko. Silver medalist, neutral para-athlete,
Medalha de prata para atleta neutro.
Vladimir Danilenko. Gold medalist and European champion, representing Poland.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação da Polónia.
Jacek Czech. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Poland.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional da Polónia.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os vossos medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the men's 50 meters backstroke S1.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas dos 50 metros costas masculinos S1.
Bronze medalist, representing Italy.
Medalha de prata, medalha de bronze em representação de Itália.
Francesco Vitella. Silver medalist, representing Ukraine.
Medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia.
Anton Kohl. Gold medalist and European champion, representing Israel.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação de Israel.
Ayad Shalabi. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Israel.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino.
So I think that's the first time tonight we've heard the Israeli anthem. How many anthems you heard tonight, Liz?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different anthems tonight, I think. In
So
the
far.
method of that I use. Yes, of course. More people have won gold medals,
Well, let's
but
have
I'm
a little
counting
look at the
as the
screens
ceremony
while we
happens.
just
Why
wait to get
change
underway with
the habit
our
of a
next
lifetime?
event. You'll be able to see yourselves.
know.
Give us a wave if you see yourselves on the screen.
Oh, here's some
There we go. Look
going
at
to
that.
the big
Hello.
screen
Give us a
now.
wave. Hi, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us today. You're on the big screen. Give
Couple
us a
of
big
events
wave.
just
Your image
coming
is
out.
Broadcast out to people all over. That's a little wave. That's not a big wave. That's a big wave. That's what I'm talking about. We'd like lots
Is that
of
the
big
Aussies
waves,
again?
please. Perfect.
Some of the
Super.
fans
Excellent.
looking hot
Brilliant.
there on the
Great to see you.
poolside. Oh, here we go.
That guy's got a fan. That's
Join
what we
that
all need
snack.
to make sure that we cool ourselves down. Hello.
Oh, that's a good
Nice
idea,
to see you.
Liz.
Thanks for joining us.
A
Brilliant
snack?
waves.
You've always
Yeah.
got a
That's the
snack.
kind of
Yeah,
energy we
well,
want
yeah,
here
that's
in
true.
Funchal. Nice to see so many flags up and about.
Well,
Give us a wave if you see yourselves.
there's a
That's
small,
broadcast
yeah,
all
small
over the
Chinese
world.
contingent here at these championships. There are a couple of good ones. It's the Italians, of course. How many medals for the Italians tonight, Liz?
What, golds?
Yeah.
As in ceremonies that have happened? 2.
Yes.
I think.
2.
2.
Okay. And Ukraine?
Final
Two countries?
100 metros
One.
costas.
One, right, okay. So
So ceremonies.
ceremonies,
In
yes.
lane 8,
yes.
representing Australia, Victoria.
So let's see where we're
Rolando
going
Nicholson.
now for this 100 backstroke S9. Leading them out, Victoria Rolando Nicholson, one of the Australians, took a bronze medal in the 100 freestyle in the open event. 19-year-old Alexandra Ochtera from Poland. You'll have just heard her anthem in the background in the call room. Elena Kliakina, 18-year-old, goes in lane number 7. Emma Mecic won that 400 freestyle yesterday, the Croatian, to take their first gold medal. Sofia Konkali, gold medalist in the butterfly. She goes in lane 6. Liu Ying, that'll be who the Chinese are supporting in the crowd. We saw the Chinese flag and the 2 Spanish swimmers in the middle. Beatriz Larida Maldonado, the 18-year-old, is up against the 3-time European champion, Ryan Marquez Soto. Looking to extend that good run in this event. Ryan Marquez Soto goes in the centre lane alongside her countrymate Beatriz Larida Maldonado. 2 Spanish swimmers will be favourites for this 100 metres backstroke. Ryan Marquez Soto won medals all the major championships. Liu Ying from China was 3rd fastest from the qualifying heats. She goes in lane number 3, one of 2 non-Europeans in this one. Liu Ying and Rolando Nicholson in the outside lane. Ryan Marquez Soto.
Well, that was a long hold there.
2 lengths
And
of the ball
Larida
here in
Maldonado
Funchal.
was up
100
high.
metres backstroke
She got a good start, but the better start came from her compatriot on the left there, Marcus Soto. But the best start came from Kliakina in lane 7 in that pink hat. But at the front of the field now, it is Liu Ying of China in 3 and Maria Marcus Soto in 4. They will lead the way as we go into the turn. It will be Marcus Soto that goes over 33.66 ahead of Liu Ying 34.75 with Larida Maldonado 35.24.
Well, look at Ryan Marquez Soto here, meaning to hold on to that European title. She absolutely means business here. The great Spanish champion, she has a big lead now, looking really strong as she comes down this final 50, stretching away from the others. It's Liu Ying in 2nd, alongside Larida Maldonado. But here comes Ryan Marquez Soto. Let's have a look at the clock. Is it going to be under the 110 mark? It's very close, and it's 110.04, and she will claim the European title again for the 4th time in a row. Ryan Marquez Soto, well, she's a champion again, just over the 110 mark. A great swim from Liu Ying, to finish second, an Asian record for her in 1:13.18. And Lorena Maldonado finishes third in the open event. She will get the European silver, and Emma Mecic will get another medal for Croatia, a European bronze, just ahead of Sofia Kontali.
Well, it was a good swim from Lorena Maldonado, but Marcus Soto, we've said it all week, she's really found some of her best form again. She had a brilliant swim in that 200 metres individual medley to take the victory. And we always talk about this backstroke being what she burst onto the scene for, what people know her for. And it's great to see that she's back that 110 mark, so close to the 109, but a very convincing victory. Look how close it was there in the end for that second position.
Yeah, the European medals will be 1 and 2 to Spain, though, as the Chinese swimmer gets in between them. Alright, Marquez Soto, well, she won the bronze in her first outing at the European Championships in 2014. It's been gold all the way since then. Wait for the result to be confirmed. I think we should be okay according to our system. Alright, Marcus Soto will be the champion. Alright, Marcus Soto confirmed as the European champion, her 4th title in a row. It's an Asian record for Lu Ying in second, but it'll be European silver to Lorena Maldonado and European bronze to Emma Mecic. Wow, the men come out for this 100 metres backstroke. It's the only non-European in the outside lane, Harrison Vig from Australia. And in the other side of the pool, Igor Korolovic from Poland, Yuri Boginski, Paralympic medalist in the relays for Ukraine. Edward Horidian had a very good start in the heats this morning. He's in lane number 2. Barry McClements, bronze medalist a couple of days ago in the butterfly. He was a Paralympic Games finalist in this event. Bogdan Moskovoy, well, he was the Paralympic champion back in Tokyo in 2021. Yao Shalkino took the silver medal that day in Tokyo. And the European champion from France, world silver medalist Hugo Didier, goes in that centre lane. Already a gold medalist in the individual medley, a gold medalist in the 400 freestyle. And a previous European champion back in 2018. Didier in the centre lane, either side of him. A Paralympic gold and silver medalist.
100 metres backstroke, S9 final.
Wow, the French dearly love to add another goal to their tally tonight, but this promises to be extremely close. Moskovoy in 3, Shalkino in lane number 5, Didier in between them. And McClements has had a good swim this week in the 100 butterfly. He goes in lane 6, Paralympic finalist himself in this 100 backstroke.
Yeah, and Hordinen get away well in lane 2. Once again, we saw that in the heat. Also going well is Sharkano. Didier had a great first 50 in the heat this morning. He's got that high turnover in lane 4, but going well, 1 lane up from him. It is Sharkano as they come under the flags. It's 3 in a row. They go over Sharkano to the feet of the wall first, 29.09. Didier 29.61 and Moskovoy 29.84.
Well, it's a very fast first split there for Shalkino just outside the world record pace, the record held by Simone Barlam of Italy. But it looks like it is going to be Schaukena now in lane number 5. Didier now coming back very strongly, the Frenchman. Schaukena just about holding on, but here comes Hugo Didier under the flags. What a finish by the Frenchman, and Didier gets it in 1 minute point 70. What a finish by Hugo Didier. It's Schaukena in second in 1 minute point 93, and Moscovoy in third, 101.51. But what a finish from Hugo Didier. He came from way back in the closing stages to clinch that European gold. Fantastic from the Frenchman.
Well, he was half a second down at the turn. He was 0.23 up at the finish. He did look like for a second he was going to run out of pool, but it was an excellent second half of the race. We've said it all week for Didier. He's really been what we call in swimming back-ending his races. The second halves have been where he's been working really hard, and it's been strong, and that's where he's been making up the advantage on the rest of the field. And it was very, very close there for the Frenchman to take another gold medal here. At the turn, there we see Schaukena looked strong. He had half a second. It's quite a significant advantage in this event. But then these closing stages, Moscovoy pushed all the way. And it was only there, that final lunge for the wall, that Didier took the lead.
Oh, what a finish from Hugo Didier. He said he nearly ran out of pool there, but he was finishing like an absolute train. Fantastic swim. They almost went through the wall at the end. I think the speed of him at the end in that last 10 metres, unbelievable at the end of that 100 backstroke.
Yeah, it was a great race.
Well, McClements finished in 4th place, out of the medals this time, but the leading three sensational times. And I'm still waiting for confirmation of that result. Been keeping us waiting a little, Liz, for these results coming up.
Yeah, I think it's just sorted itself out on our system. Maybe we're not going to get that result on our screen just now.
Well, as we see it, Didier, Schaukena and Moscovoy, these were the European medalists. Great swim from the Frenchman. As we have to move on to the next event, which is the women's 100 metres breaststroke SB6. One you've been looking forward to, Liz?
Yes, sir.
Julia Terzi. Well, we spoke about Julia Terzi yesterday. She goes in lane number 2.
In lane 5, representing Hungary.
Lane 6 is Veronika Korsova, the Ukrainian, the 16-year-old who's been in great form. Here's Nicole Turner going in lane 3, gold medalist yesterday in the 50 freestyle. We just saw Evelyn Sharash there, the European champion from 2021, but the Paralympic champion and world champion is Maisie Summers-Newton of Great Britain, who has dominated this event over the last couple of years. Well, Maisie Summers-Newton definitely be the favourite for this one, but Julia Terzi recently become a mother, as we were saying, Liz, yesterday.
Yeah, 60 whole days ago. So, 2 races in 2 days for Terzi there. Oof.
Incredible for Julia Terzi to be at these championships, but Maisie Summers-Newton will be focused. She will be trying to claim European title, and she goes in the middle of the 5 swimmers: Terzi, Turner, Summers-Newton, Sharash and Korsova.
Yeah, and it's difficult to see past Summers-Newton for this one. She has won every title there is to win: World Champion, Paralympic Champion, European Champion, Commonwealth Champion. She is the European record holder. I know she would desperately love to become the world record holder. She's going well down this first 50, already clear of the rest of the field. Nicole Turner having a good meet for Ireland this week. is currently in silver medal position. Still a long way to go. Summers Newton turns first, 42.58 as you come into the turn for the others. Turner turns 48.17, Sharaz 48.30.
Well, that is inside world record pace for Maisie Summers Newton. My world record held by Doomin Liu, set back in London in 2019. And Maisie Summers Newton, again, as you said, Liz, she would love to dip under that 130 mark. 131 is a European record holder. Doesn't look like there's any doubt about who's going to win this one. It's a real tussle for second between Sharaz and Turner. But here comes Maisie Summers Newton now. We'll just keep an eye on the clock. World record 129.87. European record 131.34. And into the wall now, and it just slips by for Maisie Summers Newton, but another sensational swim from the Great Britain swimmer. 132.62 to take the gold medal again at the European Championships. It's silver this time for Evelyn Sharaz of Hungary, and it will be bronze to Nicole Turner from Ireland. Well, great swim again at the front of the field for Maisie Summers Newton. She was just untouchable in this 100 breaststroke.
Yeah, we sure have an excellent 200 metres individual medley, as we just see Terzi now coming in to finish. 208.87 for Terzi on her return to the 100 metres breaststroke. But I was saying, there is your champion. We saw her have a great 200 metres individual medley. It's difficult to choose which is her best event because she excels at both of them, but I know that this is her favourite event. And we've seen this season, she's really worked the front end speed. We were talking about Hugo Didier in the last race, working the back end of his races here in Madeira. Summers Newton has really developed some front end speed both in this race and in the 200 metres individual medley. So I'm sure that the challenge on those world records will come in the summer.
Yeah, she certainly looks like she has the speed inside world record pace at that halfway point as Sharaz comes in to complete the distance ahead of Nicole Turner. But Maisie Summers Newton, again, another fantastic swim. She is really competing well here in Madeira. Maisie Summers Newton wins the European title in the 100 metres breaststroke SB6 in a time of 132.62. She dominated that race ahead of Evelyn Sharaz and Nicole Turner. Wow, Maisie Summers Newton, definitely the class of that field, Liz.
Yeah, like I said, like we said, she won everything there is to win in that 100 metres breaststroke event.
SB6 final.
That's the turn of the men for this 100 metres breaststroke SB6.
In lane 2, representing Hungary, Bence Ivan.
Lead them out. Bence Ivan going in at lane number 2, European bronze medalist in 2021. And Bruce D, the young Great Britain swimmer, just 17 years of age, a medalist in the individual medley. A couple of days ago, Ties van Hofwegen anchored that Dutch team to a world record swim. Last night, there's André Trussell back in the water again. 4 times a gold medalist now at these championships after his event earlier. And the European record holder is his teammate, Yevgeny Bodaiko. What a record Bodaiko has in this event. He has won every European title since 2011. 5 European titles on the bounce for Yevgeny Bodaiko. Can he make it 6? Well, we saw Bodaiko earlier and Trusov in the sprint events. They are back again in the pool in lanes 4 and 5 in this 100 breaststroke final. Bodaiko is the European record holder. He set that back in Rio in 2016 where he won the Paralympic title. He also won the title in Tokyo. And he will be the favourite to win yet another European title. And he's off to a good start with his teammate Trusov, also quickly off the blocks.
Yeah, Trusov got off the block well there, but Bohodajko had the better underwater phase on the breaststroke. He's gone through 25 meters, almost a body length up on the rest of the field. Van Hoefwegen at the bottom of the picture there is also going very well. He's currently in the silver medal position as we come towards the end of this first 50, but it will be Bohodajko that leads the way. 38.03 for Ukrainian, Van Hoefwegen 39.87 with Trusov 40.76.
Well, Bohodajko away and clear now of the rest of the field, surely on his way to another European title. Absolutely incredible performances from Bohodajko. Van Hoefwegen just holding off the challenge of Trusov, and also coming back is Bruce D as well in lane number 6, challenging for the medals. But it is going to be Bohodajko now into the last 15. No one can touch Yevgeny Bohodajko in Europe in this event. He's already won 5 straight European titles. It's now number 6 for Yevgeny Bohodajko. 1:20.50, an excellent time as well for the Ukrainian. In second, it might be Van Hoefwegen, just ahead of Trusov and D. They all came in within 0.3 of a second of each other. But the champion again, what an incredible run of success that Yevgeny Bohodajko has at the European Championships.
He is an incredible servant to the Ukrainian team. He leads by example, and he always delivers on the European stage in this 100 meters breaststroke. This breaststroke has moved on a lot since he first started swimming it. He is largely to thank for that. The European record of 1:18.71 that he set in Rio in 2016. The world record only now stands at 1:18.07. Nelson Crispin of Colombia set that just a few weeks ago in Indianapolis, but that just shows how advanced Bohodajko was in 2016 when he was swimming this event, and to go 1:20.5 is pretty incredible here today.
What a really close contest for second there. It's the long arms of Trusov just getting ahead of Bruce D for that battle for the bronze, and Van Hoefwegen just manages to get ahead of those two on the far side of Bohodajko. Yevgeny Bohodajko wins the European title for the 6th time in the men's 100 metres breaststroke SB6. Takes Van Hoefwegen with the silver and Trusov with the bronze. Wow, very, very close there for the silver and bronze. But Bohodajko, well, you can't argue with that. What a record.
Absolutely incredible.
Well, victory ceremonies again for us to enjoy. The 200 metres individual medley, SM8 first on to the medal podium.
Of para-swimming of the Portuguese Swimming Federation.
As medalhas serão entregues pela coordenadora técnica de natação votada da Federação Portuguesa de Natação, Mariette Matias.
Bronze medalist, neutral para-athletes.
Medalha de bronze para atleta neutra,
Maria Pavlova. Silver medalist, representing Italy.
Medalha de prata em representação de Itália,
Xenia Francesca Palazzo. Gold medalist and European champion, neutral para-athletes.
Medalha de ouro e campeã europeia para atleta neutra,
Victoria Ishalova. Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as vossas medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 200 meters individual medley SM8.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas dos 200 metros estilos masculinos SM8.
Bronze medalist representing Israel.
Medalha de bronze em representação de Israel.
Mark Malia. Silver medalist representing Portugal.
Medalha de prata em representação de Portugal.
Diogo Cancela. Gold medalist and European champion representing Greece.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação da Grécia.
Demosthenes Michelintzakis. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Greece.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional da Grécia.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os vossos medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 200 meters freestyle S5.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas dos 200 metros livres femininos S5.
Bronze medalist representing Czechia.
E a medalha de bronze em representação da Chequia.
Agata Kupilova. Silver medalist representing Ukraine.
Medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia.
Irina Poida. Gold medalist and European champion representing Italy.
Medalha de ouro e campeã europeia em representação de Itália.
Monica Boggioni. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Italy.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de Itália.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as atletas medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 200 meters freestyle S5.
Cerimônia de entrega de medalhas da prova dos 200 metros livres masculinos S5.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine.
Medalha de bronze em representação da Ucrânia.
Alexander Komarov. Silver medalist, neutral para-athlete.
Medalha de prata para atleta neutro.
Kirill Pilivan. Gold medalist and European champion representing Italy.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação de Itália.
Francesco Bocchiaro. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Italy.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de Itália.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os vossos atletas medalhados.
So the medalists, the 200 freestyle, heading off. It's another, is that a new anthem we heard? There is a Greek anthem.
It was on my table. I thought you meant the Italian anthem. I was like, no,
No.
definitely not.
We have
Two in a row there for Italy.
For you this evening, the men's and the women's 100 meters freestyle. We'll see
Like they're
Sukuga
having
go
a
in the
good
next
night.
one against
Italy,
Yokohama.
and
And
Ukraine,
in
of course,
the
led the
men's
way.
freestyle, we will see
Last night they've been pretty
Field
close all week,
versus
haven't they, in terms of
Romani.
gold medals?
It's
So
gonna be an excellent
that they've done, the
end
Italians
of
and
session.
the Ukrainians.
Hello to those on
Yeah,
the
and
board.
even on medals,
If
weren't
you
they?
see yourselves on the
Midpoint.
screen, please do give
It was
us a
just
wave.
different.
Oh,
Like
there's Lizzie,
there was
look
more
at that.
silvers,
Hello,
wasn't there,
Lizzie.
for Italy?
We
That's what
spotted her. We found
put
her.
them at the
Going
top
Yeah,
one of the
that's right.
nights.
back to
Oh,
wherever she's
Australia
opted
on the
back to
TV.
bed. Yeah, maybe going to sleep, maybe calling it an early night. We don't want you to do that. Though. We want you to stick around for these
camera
next
crew
two
love the
events.
Australians
That's it.
tonight.
Give us a wave if
Right,
you do
been on
see
quite a few
yourselves
times.
on the screen, as I say,
And that
those
frog,
images
that
going
German
out
frog,
all across
that has been a mascot for as long as I can remember.
Yes, yes, I think you're right. Lena Kravtsov's here.
Please welcome the athletes
He's
for the
holding
women's 100
that
meters
frog
freestyle
up.
S10
She's had a
final.
night off tonight. She's done well.
Final
Breaststroke 50
feminina dos
freestyle.
100 metros livres S10.
And we're on to the 100 freestyle now for the women's S10.
Representing Great Britain, Amber Haycock.
Amber Haycock, young 16-year-old, making it into
In lane
a major
one,
final. Had to
neutral
improve her
para
entry
athlete
time to make it
Elizabeth
here, and she did just that. Elizaveta Sidorenko, silver medalist in the 50 freestyle earlier this week. Well, the experienced Elodie Laurandi, she won this title back in 2011, 2014, coming back for the Paris Games. Alessia Scottacchini, silver medalist at the last Europeans here in Madeira. Emmeline Pierre, bronze medalist in the 50 freestyle a few days ago. Callie-Anne Warrington, what a shock that she caused to win the 100 metres butterfly ahead of the favourite Lisa Kruger. Bianca Papp is the reigning European champion. She goes in lane number 5, and the fastest into the final is Lisa Kruger. What a great swim that she had to win the individual medley earlier in the week. She's the Paralympic Games bronze medalist in this event. Lisa Kruger in the centre lane next to European champion Bianca Papp. Callie-Anne Warrington from Great Britain and Amber Haycock from Great Britain alongside the 2 French swimmers. So Kruger fastest into the final. She was shocked by the Great Britain swimmer in the 100 metres butterfly. Bianca Papp also in the middle lane, trying to retain her European title.
Yeah, there's opportunity across the pool here. Nothing really to separate from the swimmers off the block. Maybe Pierre getting away the best, the French athlete in 6. But it's all pretty close as they go through the first 25. Kruger swam well in the heat this morning to qualify fastest in lane 4. Going well right at the bottom is Sidorenko in that pink hat, but it will be Kruger that turns first. 29.52. Her feet actually got to the wall second, a 10th behind Emmeline Pierre. Up there in 6. The Frenchwoman going well. Scottacchini also going well down in 2.
Yeah, it looks like it's between these 3, Scottacchini and Kruger and Emmeline Pierre. Not sure if anyone's going to come back here. Lane 3, Callie-Anne Warrington, and lane 5, Bianca Papp. But it is going to be between Pierre and Kruger into the wall. Kruger will get it. It's Pierre in 2nd and Scottacchini in 3rd position. But Kruger was the strongest at the end, and she claims another title here in Madeira, 101.18, and she looks delighted with that swim. Lisa Kruger, another medal for Scottacchini, and Emmeline Pierre, a great swim there from lane number 6 for the French swimmer. Bronze medal in the 50. It'll be a silver medal for the French swimmer in the 100. But that's a smile of Lisa Kruger. She will be the champion.
Well, she had a good second 25. She went into the wall first, but Pierre was the one who got her feet to the wall first. Only by 0.1 of a second though. And Kruger here, she can be a bit hard on herself sometimes. She had a time in mind and she looks delighted to get that into the low 101s there and take that victory. We said there was opportunity all over the pool, and the medals came from 2, 4 and 6.
And there is the finish. Lisa Kruger just with the edge as she gets in ahead of Emmeline Pierre right there. We don't see Scottacchini, but she wasn't too far away as well at the end. But Lisa Kruger realising that she is the European champion in 61.18. Lisa Kruger takes the European title in the women's 100 freestyle S10 ahead of France's Emmeline Pierre and Italy's Alessia Scotticchini.
We have the men's 100-meter freestyle S10 on the way next. Australian Alexander
Well,
Tuckfield was fastest in the heats this morning.
That was a great final, Liz. That's what we like. A nice close contest. It's final couple of races tonight. It's the final race for us tonight, Liz. The 100 freestyle for men S10.
Well, this one is going to be quick.
The men's 100 meters freestyle S10 final.
Again, as always, they go from the outside in, and they'll be led out by Justin Kaps from Germany, the European finalist last time in 2021. European champion 10 years ago, Dmitry Grigoriev. He goes in lane number 1. Alan Ogorjalik was a finalist in the World Championships last year. And we spoke about the man in lane 2 this morning in the heats, David Levesque from Spain. What a long career he has had. European champion back in 2009 and 2011. As Taken has taken world and Paralympic medals in the 400 freestyle. He goes in 6th for the Netherlands. The gold medalist in the 50 freestyle, Yo Nimchenko, goes in lane number 3. Stefano Raimondi, 3 golds already to his name this week. Can he add a 4th? He's behind Alexander Tuckfield from Australia, Paralympic Games bronze medalist in 400 freestyle. He goes in lane number 4. Well, Raimondi, you see this is a big chance to take a title in the men's 100 freestyle S10. He's in 2nd position in terms of qualification from the heat. Alexander Tuckfield, the non-European, was fastest through. He will be looking for that open gold medal. Raimondi and Nimchenko probably be the favourites to take the European gold. Tuckfield, the green hat of Australia, in the centre lane.
As they get away cleanly there, we see Raimondi in 5, that blue hat for Italy. He's gone out very quickly through 25 metres, as has sprint champion Nimchenko. They are either side of Tuckfield to come under the flags. It will be Raimondi that leads the way. He turns there 24.77. That's very quick at the split. Nimchenko 25.45. Tuckfield 25.87. Raimondi's looking strong. Nimchenko's trying to come back.
Well, Raimondi very, very quick in the first 50, and he's holding on really well, the Italian Raimondi. Surely on his way now, Nimchenko trying to come back, but it is going to be Raimondi into the wall first, and he's in 51.93. A great time for Stefano Raimondi. 52.68 for Nimchenko. Will finish in 2nd position. A fantastic swim there from Raimondi. Tuckfield will get into 3rd position there, but Nimchenko was coming back on Raimondi all the way. It was a really swift first 50 there for Raimondi. Tuckfield in 3rd, and Grigoriev will give him another European medal in 4th position there. But Raimondi, incredibly, Liz, he hasn't ever won a major title in this 100 freestyle. Not a Europeans, not a Worlds, not a Paralympic. It's the first time that he's won a title in this distance, and Raimondi will be delighted with that. He went out really fast. He maybe paid for it a little bit in the second half, Liz, but he held on to take the title.
Absolutely, 24.77 to feet is rapid. And he set himself up there. He knew Nimchenko had the speed. He said Nimchenko finished strongly. Of course, Raimondi has raced with the great Maxim Krypak for a number of years, who often would get his hand to the wall first. But today, it was Italy 1, Ukraine 2. Different Ukrainian, but the same countries represented at the top of the podium in this European Championships.
Raimondi takes a title in the men's 100 freestyle S10. He'd be delighted with that time, 51.93. Nemchenko will take the silver. Tuckfield will take the open bronze, and the European bronze will go to Grigoriev. Well, that's the last of the swimming action. As the sun sets on the swimming action here in Madeira. We're getting that beautiful sunset outside on the hillside off Funchal, and this great setting here of the Olympic swimming pools complex. It's a fantastic venue for the major championships. That's why we come back so often. As we go now to the final set of medal ceremonies, please stick with us and celebrate the successes of the athletes in these final few events. We're starting off with the men's 200 meters freestyle, and we are about to hear the French national anthem very shortly. Here they come.
Silver medalist, representing Ukraine.
Medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia.
Denis Ostapchenko. Gold medalist and European champion, representing France.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação de França.
Dimitri Grandjean. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of France.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de França.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os vossos medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 100 meters backstroke S9.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas dos 100 metros costas femininos S9.
Bronze medalist, representing Croatia.
Medalha de bronze em representação da Croácia.
Emma Mecic. Bronze medalist, representing Croatia, Emma Mecic. Silver medalist, representing Spain.
Medalha de prata em representação de Espanha.
Beatriz Leraida Maldonado. Gold medalist and European champion, representing Spain.
Medalha de ouro e campeã europeia em representação de Espanha.
Nuria Marquez Soto. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Spain.
Por favor, levantem, se possível, para o hino nacional de Espanha.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as vossas medalhadas.
Yeah.
The victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters backstroke S9.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas dos 100 metros costas masculinos S9.
The medals will be presented by the president of Santarém Swimming Association.
As medalhas serão entregues pelo presidente da Associação de Natação de Santarém, João Loureiro.
Bronze medalist, neutral para-athlete.
Medalha de bronze para atleta neutro.
Bogdan Moscovoy. Silver medalist, neutral para-athlete.
Medalha de prata para atleta neutro.
Yahoo Shulkanov. Gold medalist and European champion, representing France.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação de França.
Hugo Derrière. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of France.
Por favor, levantem, se possível, para o hino nacional de França.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os atletas medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 100 meters breaststroke SB6.
Cerimônia de entrega de medalhas dos 100 metros brussos femininos SB6.
Bronze medalist representing Ireland,
Medalha de bronze em representação da Irlanda,
Nicole Turner. Silver medalist representing Hungary,
medalha de prata em representação da Hungria,
Evelyn Saras. Gold medalist and European champion representing Great Britain,
medalha de ouro e campeã europeia em representação da Grã-Bretanha,
Maisie Summers Newton. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Great Britain.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional da Grã-Bretanha.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as vossas medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters breaststroke SB6.
Cerimónia de entrega de medalhas da prova dos 100 metros brussos masculinos SB6.
The medals will be presented by the Madeira 2024 Paraswimming European Open Championship Technical Delegate.
E as medalhas serão entregues pela delegada técnica do Madeira 2024 Paraswimming European Open Championship, Sue Prasad.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine,
Medalha de bronze em representação da Ucrânia,
Andrei Trusov. Silver medalist representing the Netherlands,
medalha de prata em representação dos Países Baixos,
Vies van Hofwagen. Gold medalist and European champion representing Ukraine,
medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação da Ucrânia,
Yevgeny Bohodaiko. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Ukraine.
Por favor, levantem, se possível, para o hino nacional da Ucrânia.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os vossos medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 100 meters freestyle S10.
Cerimônia de entrega de medalhas dos 100 metros livres femininos S10.
Bronze medalist representing Italy,
Medalha de bronze em representação de Itália.
Alessia Scottichini. Silver medalist representing France,
Medalha de prata em representação de França.
Evelyn Pierre. Gold medalist and European champion representing the Netherlands,
Medalha de ouro e campeã europeia em representação dos Países Baixos.
Lisa Kruger. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of the Netherlands.
Por favor, levantem, se possível, para o hino nacional dos Países Baixos.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, as atletas medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters freestyle S10.
Cerimônia de entrega de medalhas dos 100 metros livres masculinos S10.
Bronze medalist, neutral para-athlete,
Medalha de bronze para atleta neutro.
Dmitry Grigoriev. Silver medalist, representing Ukraine.
Medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia.
Igor Nimchenko. Gold medalist and European champion, representing Italy.
Medalha de ouro e campeão europeu em representação de Itália.
Stefano Raimondi. Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Italy.
Por favor, levantem, se possível, para o hino nacional de Itália.
Madeira, your medalists.
Madeira, os vossos medalhados.
So the final anthem, the final medal presentations for day 6. Day 6 already, Liz.
Just one more to go, Paul. Sad times.
Absolutely. Well, it's been another great day of action here. We've enjoyed bringing you the finals tonight. Still one more day to go, and yeah, more titles to be handed out. Another 20 more titles to be handed out tomorrow, so still a few European champions to be crowned on day 7 of this 7-day meet here in Madeira. It's been a good night for Italy. We just heard their anthem there with Stefano Raimondi, and they topped the medal table. They've stretched ahead of Ukraine. We also added a couple of gold medals to their tally as well tonight. Great Britain still stay that small margin ahead of the Netherlands, who are in 4th place. We just saw Lisa Kruger taking that one. And we've got a couple of new countries to add to the gold medal standings. Czechia and Greece, both with their first gold medals of the competition as well. Another 2 silvers for the host nations, Portugal, and well, no new countries have been added. Then still the 27 countries that have won medals here at these championships. So a great day 6. Hope you enjoyed it, but please be back with myself and Liz for day 7. We will be here at 9:30 in the morning local time in Madeira. Don't miss it. It's going to be another great day of action. 20 more European titles to be handed out tomorrow. So please join us in the morning. Don't miss it. See you then.